Hey, cuties. Happy Monday. Hello, hello. Hey, little sis. Trending is in the building. Hey, trending. Oh, I got to change this picture. I'll do it after. I think I was messing around with Aunt Debbie yesterday. Hey, Twan. Hey, sis. Twan, I saw you went live this morning. I think I got to go back and watch it. It was on my timeline. But thank you for joining me, Tuan. If you guys did not catch, Lord have mercy, trending Chef Don Don and Jay, Lord have mercy is all I have to say. I hate that I missed it live, but when I tell you I cracked up, I will be making some memes out of Jay from that live. OMG is all I have to say. So if you guys did not see that, I'm not sure how you guys went live trending, but I watched from Chef Don Don's page. So I don't know if you all went live, respective. Did you see it, sis? Girl, I died. That Jay is something else. And then I saw they had Charnita to drop in. So make sure to check it out. Queen's Tea with Gigi. Hey, long time no see. Now let me get started. Shout out to the cutie mods in the building. We got LaDawn, Linda Gamble, my sis Pink Diva, my auntie Aunt Debbie, and I see a whole lot of cutie crew members in the building. If you have not cutie crew, make sure to vote on our book selection that will be starting the month of April. So far, last I checked, we got Tyra in the building as well. But last I checked, the coldest winter ever is in the lead. It's a classic. A lot of us have already read it, but we can refamiliarize ourselves. Then when I spoke to my sis yesterday, she got a suggestion for a book for depending on how long it take us to read them, child. So we're gonna try to do this monthly, but if we need 2 months, because we'll discuss weekly, then we'll do that as well. We got the Cutie Crew vacation recommendations coming soon. So I'll put some locations and we'll vote on that. But your girl is in Vegas. I think Vegas will be a good time. A good time. But you guys know this is a power hour. I see you. I see you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Ness Lee, for joining the Cutie Crew. Thank you, sweet lady, for joining the Cutie Crew. I did upload a video of the breaking news that is Portia Williams and old Simon. They call him Florida Evans, child. Simon Gubadia. And it was an early release from members only. I think it went public when I started this live. You guys make sure to check it out once we're done. And also drop down and let me know your thoughts about it. So since I made a video, I'm not going to discuss it too much. But if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button. Shout out to 312 of you that's joining me this afternoon. I appreciate you guys. And as I mentioned, we're going to get started. Now, I do want to talk about real quickly a couple hot topics. And then I want to know, I need somebody to answer what the hell happened on that trip. I need to know. Now, we discussed, I dropped a video over the weekend when we saw the stories going back and forth. Something ain't right. Okay. And I'm going to get into a little bit more of that. But let me go ahead. I'm going to put this copyright disclaimer up as well as the picture because I'm just going to share from the neighborhood talk real quickly. I won't be sharing nothing other than the stories, but it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on when it comes to Real Housewives of Potomac. A whole lot. But this is allowed for fair use under the copyright disclaimer statute, section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Now, look, when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta, we know that Karen, the Grand Dame, allegedly was driving under the influence of something last week. And Karen, you know better. You know better. Karen, and age doesn't matter to me. If you got your license, you should know better. If you are under the influence, call an Uber, a friend, or somebody. But so we know that that happened. There's a lot, and I still got to watch the episode from last night. We know that big fight happened with the chick Deborah that they call Sesame Street. Then we know Mia. Mia got her a new man already, child. Wow, Mary. She got her a sad dude, okay? We talk about sad chicks. Well, Mia has a sad dude, and Gordon is not too happy. Simply beautiful. Yes, that's what I've heard as well. Shout out to my love and marriage Huntsville historian in the building. Simply beautiful. And simply put, Karen's drinking has been an issue from past seasons. We are gonna say allegedly, but I've heard about that as well. And look, Karen not only could have, because we're talking worst case scenarios. Not only could she have unalived herself, she could have unalived others. And that's never going to be a good look for me. No, ma'am. She almost took that tree out. But as you guys can see on the screen, Candace has announced that she's leaving Real Housewives of Potomac. Shout out again to Neighborhood Talk. Um, she says she's taking a break, and I don't know if it's a break or, sometimes these networks allow them to release their own statements and all of that. Similar to, I would say, Candy Burris. I don't think that Candy just decided not to go back. Child work computer going off. Do you hear me? But Candace says she's taking a break. I'm wondering why. But good luck to her. Yes, Teresa, I did hear that she's trying to have a baby, but look, those cameras are not running 24/7. So what her and her husband do in their bedroom, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got to lead a show for that. And I think that would have been awesome if, she does get pregnant, if they were taping and all of that. So I think it's a little bit more. Don't know, Teresa, for sure. But not only that, and I am going to, I wish I had some clapping emoji, not emojis, memes or whatever saved. And I'll do that for the next live. But not only is Candace taking a break, but word on the curb is old Robin Dixon has been fired. Allegedly. And look, when it comes to Robin, I'm not mad at this. If this is the truth, because Robin is the type of, and we got a lot of them, child, right on Love and Mirror Huntsville, but she's the type of, how do I want to put this? She really, to me, has not focused on her reality, her real life. And we know that it's a lot that she has never shared when it comes to her and Juan. And then we find out about it online, and then she comes out and make a half statement without really addressing it. So I'm not mad at this if this is true. But again, Neighborhood Talk is saying that reportedly she's been axed from Real Housewives of Potomac. So You guys put in the comments, let me know. Ooh, Greta Lee say Robin is a colorist child. Ooh, no. Allegedly. Look, her and Giselle definitely needed to be split up, if you ask me. So I'm not mad at all, at all, if that's the case when it comes to Robin. She just wasn't giving. She just wasn't giving to me. But before I move on, hey, Swamp Talk. Hey, Neva P. Hey, Mary. Before I move on to, because I got some questions. Okay, Red Ann. Okay, okay, okay. I told y'all it wouldn't last. They must have gotten that bag. Who? Who? Let me know. Let me know. Red Ann, well, you listening from work, so be careful. Tell me in members only. Hey, Tawana, quick little power hour. But before I get to that, let me see what you guys are saying. Yes, they are trending. I was worried now. I was like, oh Lord, they gonna rub off on my little sis. Baby, that Jay is all of you guys were funny. It was a classic, hilarious video and live video, and I loved it. Yes, Greta J is Mel's makeup artist. Oh my goodness. So as I mentioned, if you guys did not see it, make sure this was Saturday night. Hey, Veronica Monroe, make sure to go and watch it. You have to watch that. It's not a live where you can typically a lot of times I'm out and about and I'll turn it on and I'll chat and I'm listening. You gotta see that, okay? You gotta see Jay's body glistening, child. That chest from that Seventh Avenue beauty oil, baby, it was glistening all over his body. Do you hear me? I loved it. Squarebeard, you say Candace was just waiting for the show that Portia rejected to call her. And so I wonder if she took a break from Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, Squarebeards, let me know if I'm correct. Are you talking about the show that Nene and Portia would have been on? And if so, would that have been like a reoccurring role for them? And is Candace now on board? Has that been announced? Let me know, Square Biz. Let me know. Square Biz is sort of like for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Square Biz reminds me of Simply Beautiful. She has the facts, okay? So let me know. Hi, Flower Bloom. Hey, Color Me Entertained. Shout out to any of the content creators in the building. Aunt Debbie has a live coming up this afternoon. Aunt Debbie was live yesterday. At the end, there were a little technical difficulties, but you guys make sure to support because when it comes to things like Alcohol Anonymous and all of that, some of the steps and I feel that, are shared can be applied to just regular folks, even if you've never, let's say, suffered from, the disease that is alcohol or narcotics, just being addicted to that. Great, great live on Debbie. I know we talked for quite some time. I still got an email that will hit you today. Busy, busy, busy at work, but I promise I'll get it to you. But you guys make sure to support all of the content creators. Pink Table Topics, Aunt Debbie, Color Me Entertain, Trending at some point. If I missed anybody else, Twan, Traces of Twan. Make sure to support. That's what we are here to do. YouTube is free, but how the content creators get recognized and monetized and all of that is by the support of you guys. So make sure you subscribe and watch and watch. Okay, Antoine, you said you shared a live that you did last Saturday sharing a grocery haul. Congratulations on losing 58 pounds. That is amazing. You've been doing the damn thing over there, sis. I've been watching. Okay, watching when you were walking outside and everything. So great job. Congratulations. I need you to rub off on me, child, because I can't wait to get off and tell the rest of these oxtails I made yesterday. I got to get it together, but let's get started. Shout out to 572 of you that are currently watching. Um, I asked the question, what happened on that trip? Now, we've been trying to piece together by posts that we've seen or stories that we've seen, but there have been a few that sort of not only make me give it a side eye, but it also made me try to dig a little deeper and think what happened? What happened? And why? Because this is my thing. Word has gotten around, allegedly, that it was a mess over there. And you guys know I was one of them initially. And I was just hoping for the best. Let me put it that way. I was hoping that these ladies had gotten to a point where they were able to go on vacation and have a good time and, you know, uh record and give us some positivity when it comes to the train wreck damn near that's been Love and Mirror Huntsville since it started. And that train wreck, if I'm being honest, I know people would like to try to act like we haven't seen what we've seen, but that train wreck has been geared around one person. Now, she's not the train wreck, but it seems like everything that has happened when it comes to the content that a lot of us give has been from the shadiness that we've seen when it comes to Melody Cherie. And look, I'm just not one to make up things. So when I give my content, I'm giving it on what I've seen. We've been talking about it damn near shit, well, since I started my channel, but also before I started my channel. People have been talking about it. Started with, we know, Martell Holt. Martell rubbed off on everybody else, and we saw one by one, everybody seemed to have had an issue when it comes to Mel. But word around the curb is, again, that girls' trip, and let me take that back, child, because it wasn't just a girls' trip. Here go Mr. Marceau. He was on the trip. Why? So we can't call it a girls' trip because some guys was there. We got the good old Pastor Braylon Lee in the building. Hey, Pastor. But yeah, Martell, not Martell, child. You see, this is Marceau, same place where they were staying. He was there. Then we saw the one that's suing everybody, child, trying to. I don't know what the goal is, trying to scare people or what. But this is, I'm sorry, this is from Marceau's stories as well. But even Maurice had posted something. So we can't call it a girls' trip. And I don't know if Maurice and Marceau, we know Chris Fletcher wasn't there. Don't know if Martell was there. Allegedly, Destiny was there. Um, you know, I'm just a little confused. But when I say that something happened, somebody got active over there, it's because of the wording in post or stories that I've seen. Something definitely happened. And based off of Stormy's, we already discussed over the weekend, her stories. If I'm just trying to piece it together, because again, I don't know, I wasn't there, but I believe that Stormy popped off. I believe that Stormy brought out that tough girl, get active, ghetto. Is it a persona or is it just her? I'm gonna say it's her. My opinion, Stormy, your ass ghetto. That's how you came on the scene. And I think Stormy, my opinion, I don't know. I think Stormy is the one that got over there and showed her entire arse. But when I say that it was keywords that I picked up on, let me read. And thank goodness Dr. Shanita Foster was there with Dr. Melody Cherie as well as Lauren. But some of the wording in Shanita's stories is what sort of pissed me off because I'm tired of. Look, I am so happy that all of us are strong women. Men too. Men too. If you're strong and yeah, we want to be strong. But when I got to hear it or read it, it always makes me wonder why. So Shanita Foster said, I really want to write an extremely long post about my beautiful friend, Melody Cherie, but I know now is not the time. And I think I shared this over the weekend. But when I started thinking, after you hear the rumbles in the street, they say Wanda been running her mouth too. But anyway, for Shanita to wake up and cry tears because of the strength, I'm just wondering why Mel gotta be so strong all the time. Are we grateful that she's strong? Yes. But damn, can she relax? Can she go on a trip and I'm not saying be weak, but relax. Let your hair down, have fun, kick it, and all of that. I don't think so. But Shanita came back and said, if I didn't smack you, just know it's God and growth. I have come a long way because some people deserve to be smacked. Some people deserve to be smacked. So if you let that sit, you know what I mean? Let that sit for a little bit and take in the words that she said. I don't know who she talking about smacking child, but I believe that again, my opinion, it was Stormy that got active over there and acted a fool. Acted a fool. We know Stormy tried to say people trying to play victim and this or that. And I'm not feeling too well about what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking. But let me go ahead and share this. This is Lauren's post. And again, in Lauren's post, she said, thank you, friend, for inviting me on your all girls trip. We now know it wasn't all girls. I just showed you guys Marcel. Why he couldn't stay his ass at home, I don't know. But she said, and this touched me again, and it still got me wondering why. I said it then, and I'll say it now. I love you more. You are a strong woman. I'm proud of you. Strong again. So it let me know that Mel really did have to go over there and be strong against all odds. That's what it's giving for me. And it's sad. It's sad. Now, again, I want to know what's going on. I have not, Gigi. I have not. But Gigi asked, and Gigi, I'm looking from my phone. Have I seen Carlos's post about being a victim? And look, you know, when it comes to Carlos, how I feel, you guys should know. But I will go to his Instagram and take a look. Um, okay, I'll have to go back and look at that. But speaking of, and you mentioned him, and I didn't, but this is what I got from Mel's story today. I see the puppets, but they aren't of my concern. I'm coming for the puppeteer. Hashtag bets. Who you guys think the puppeteer is? Who do you guys think the puppeteer is? Now, Gigi, you mentioned Carlos. I didn't. But do I think that Mr. Carlos is the puppet master? I see you guys in the comments. I see you guys in the comments. So it looks like great minds think alike. That's why you guys are subscribed to me. I appreciate you guys. We think the same. We do. Because that's who, let me get another phone, child. That's who I first thought of when I read that. Forget the puppets. Puppets, in my opinion, could be anybody that Mel had an encounter with on that should have been all girls trip. Should have been all girls trip, but it wasn't. Why was you there, Marceau, as backup? All girls trip. Lauren said in her post, thank you for inviting me on your all girls trip. It wasn't all girls, but let me get back on track. My first immediate thought when I read this is the puppets are being told what to do by the puppet master. The puppet master. Who's pulling the strings? Like we're looking at in this. Who's calling the shots? Who's pulling the string? Who says my creation, my show, my this? And blame it on me, but this is how I feel. Who used the mellometers when he had his little tour stop right there in Huntsville? That's who the puppet master is. That's who the puppet master is. So although he looking shocked right here, I'm not. I'm not. And he's been doing it, in my opinion. Let's not forget, this is him crying because of this dude. Crying. And in crying, he's never, ever, ever made Martell sit his arse down for a season. Take a break, like Candace saying she doing. Never. Because guess what? I think the interaction that's been going on for years with Mel and Martell, Mr. Carlos wants it to continue. I also think, don't forget, now, he said that this chick right there was the whole restaurant. The whole restaurant. I'm sure you guys remember that as well. It was right at the reunion. Hold on, guys. Okay. Right on the reunion. Said she was the whole damn restaurant. Said it in Mel's face. Why, in my opinion? To embarrass Mel. So, you know, I can't tell anybody how to feel about Carlos King, but do I personally think he is one of the main reasons of why I'm here. That Mel has had to be so strong. We've said it. Shanita just said it. Lauren said it. Everybody has always stated how strong Mel is, in spite of. And it's a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. But as I mentioned, I feel like if this was the face that I left with going on vacation with these ladies that is on the show because of me. It was Carlos that said that Mel is the one that advocated for STORMI to be on this show. Carlos said that because they wanted STORMI for Bell Collective, but STORMI had moved from Mississippi and moved to Huntsville. Mel recommended, and you're gonna take that recommendation when it's coming from. I'm not saying Carlos is the creator. When it's coming from the creator, the one who brought all these folks together on that platform, she recommended Stormy. Does Stormy need to kiss Mel's ass about that? Absolutely not. But look, the way my loyalty is set up, the way my loyalty is set up, if there is a conversation that needs to be had, I'm not waiting for no lights, camera, action, a trip, and I got an audience in front of everybody else to bring it up. And I'm going to bet money in advance. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to bet money in advance that it was Stormy who got active. So if anybody want to take some bets up until we start watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, and we will be watching Love and Marriage Huntsville when it starts together. For those that want to join me, we will be watching for members, and we will also be watching on Patreon if you are not a member. But who want to bet? Who want to bet? Good afternoon, Judy. Thank you for being a Cutie Crew member for 8 months. I appreciate you. My little sis for 10 months. I appreciate you. Rag Tag, the chaotic blogger, Carlos King, male. We cannot wait. I'm so sick of his I didn't know excuses. Now, we ain't falling for that, little sis. He know. And not only does he not know, I believe he is the puppeteer, the puppet master. He know. So yeah, we not fall. I never fell for a child. Now I tried. Those of you that know me, shout out to 970 of you that's joining me. But I tried hard because it never sat well with me. The rumors, I shall say, uh, of Carlos, what happened with Candy. Then it never sat well with me when Candy came out and said how Carlos's team, reached out to her mama. That was scandalous to me. You know you wasn't supposed to be reaching out to Mama Joyce, but they tried to bypass Candy to get some tea out of her mama. So I've always given Carlos the side eye, but I've also tried to give him credit when it comes to him being a black man in a space of reality TV and having his own production company and having shows and all of that. I've tried at times to give him his credit. I even one time when Mel dropped down in my live, that was the question that I asked her because with sometimes your content, I just don't want her to feel uneasy, uh, back, and she has no control over what I say. But I just wanted to ask her that question, and she answered. Um, but that's when I was trying to give him a little grace. But I think this is most definitely the reason why this puppeteer statement, and I don't know, we don't know. But I think that that's why that was put there. That's why it was put there. And it's a shame, it's really a shame to me because sometimes we talk about this just being women in general. A lot of single women, especially, said, yes, we would like to relax. Yes, we would like to have a mate. I'm newly divorced, but I've been strong. Blame it on my mama. But strong for a reason. Sometimes we have to be. So I just want my girl to be able to rest. And it looks like, although she did say that they had a good time on that trip, one of Mel's stories, and it was exactly what they needed. I also know, and I wasn't there, I also know that some shit went down. So while we have a couple more minutes in this power hour, you ain't got no money, Tyra, for what? She got her feelings hurt. Bet that. Yeah, now look, let me say this. Hey, I am blessed, Pecan Pam, Andrea, and Swayla. People who know, most times it's like, let's say you're at work and you're gonna act a certain way at work. That don't mean you ain't got it in you to let loose, okay? So I think people should know by now that Mel got it in a if need be. If need be, we know when Ariane Curry was playing when it comes to her children, she let her know I whip your arse. But the sad thing is for those of us, and it's only a few child, and I only do it as a content creator. I don't want for 1 second you guys to think that I am naive enough to think that I know we had all these issues in the past and magically they are gone. But I did have hope that, you're going away, you out the country. Could this be the start of something new, something fresh, something that we have not seen? And just putting the pieces together, we know that it wasn't. We know that it wasn't. And let me see how you guys feel about this. So, the key word is Mel is strong. Mel showed strength, the strength of my friend. And we know that that's what Shanita said. I'm not saying Mel, my friend, but the strength. Let me read that part. And then for Shanita to cry, that let me know that it was bad. That let me know that it was bad. And Will the puppeteer, because that's gonna be my new name now for him, child. The puppet master is what I call him. Will they chop and screw up everything as to not show us what happened? What do you guys think? Do you think we gonna see the real? Because I don't. I don't. Because one thing that I feel like Carlos knows by now is Carlos and the rest of them, and that's why they're making a big deal. Is look, the reason why I supported Mel, since we're talking about strong, is so she can continue to be strong in spite of everything that Mr. Martell was doing. That was early on. That's how I said, "Oh, damn, he really clowning with her. He really disrespecting her." That's how it started for me. Then when the Chihuahua, the bird, was added on to that, my support grew because of that. Now, look, not only does she have to go through this with him, now this bird is chirping and chirping and chirping and still chirping, still chirping. Then, because we talking about trying to exactly what everybody else said. Shanita Foster, Lauren, she's so strong. She's so strong. Then, as we continue to watch the show, we saw this guy. He started picking with her. Then we saw both of these ladies, Stormy let her mama, Tisha let her mama, Wanda. We saw it damn near from everybody. And I think that that support has helped, assisted Mel in being what her close friends, Shanita and Lauren, has said. Her manager, Dawn, has said it as well, that she's so strong, she's so strong, she's so strong. But I also think the support, her mellometers, has also played a part in that. And we all believe that that's one of the reason why excuse me, things popped off over there. One of the reasons, because look, you hear things. Now you hear from some more than others. And I haven't heard Mel come out and talk in detail, but it's somebody else that's yapping at the mouth. It's somebody else yapping at the mouth. There she go, right there on y'all screen. Somebody else is yapping at the mouth as far as what went on over there on that island. and she's promised to share more. Why? Why? So, yeah, she's strong, Mel is, but why has she had to be so strong? And am I crazy? I ask this almost every time I'm talking about male supporters or the mellometers and people having an issue with that. Why? Can somebody let me know why she's had to be so strong? Is it just me? Because I feel like from the time, period, discern, but from the time she decided to divorce Martell, she's been going through it and through it and through it. Before that, don't get me wrong, we just talked about what he's done, but look at everything that's happened after. And if we look at Married to Medicine, not saying that that would have worked with Martell and Mel's marriage, but when we look at how the cast of Married to Medicine advocated for Cecil and Simone, we've never seen that type of support from this cast. Never. And we've seen, in my opinion, Carlos damn near wanting her to go back to Martell. Go back to that. Go back. Even while the whole restaurant is still in the picture, Carlos at one, people had to actually start telling Carlos, look, stop saying that you wish they were still together, or stop giving off the impression that there should still be hope. Do you know what this lady has gone through? And to continue to hold her head up high and smile and show up on a show that is only, my opinion, only successful because of her being transparent in everything that she's gone through, because of her trying to stay strong. Because at the reunion, we saw Mel cry. We saw her cry in her dressing room and say she hates Huntsville and she want to leave and all of that. But she pulled from that strength, which is what they have spoken about her. Not they, but her close friends again and manager. And in spite of. And it would just really, really, really be nice if she didn't have to be. Because let me say this real quick. First of all, Rosemary Dean, Rosemary, thank you so very much for joining the Cutie crew. But just to show you guys a difference, when it comes to me feeling some type of way about folks saying how strong she is, and thank goodness she is, but have you guys heard anybody say that about Tisha? I'm going to just go down the line real quick. Then we're going to get out of here. Have we seen posts when it comes to Tisha saying, Tisha's so strong. Oh my God. What you went through, I wanted to cry. Tears, Tisha. But you so strong, friend. Have we seen anybody say that to Stormy? Have we seen anybody say that to Kimmy? Have we seen anybody say that to Destiny? When it comes to Destiny, maybe Mel said it. When it comes to Kimmy, maybe Mel said it. I'm here for you. Kimmy going through a cancer journey and all of that. Tisha, in spite of when they got over their differences, you know. But when it comes to the masses of the support that we've shown Mel, please direct me to a YouTube video or a Facebook post or something where people are coming out and saying she had to be strong. They had to be strong because of her strength through so much. You have no idea. Lauren, you are so strong. I'm so proud of you. What the hell happened over there? What the heck happened over there? So, shout out to 1,025 if you joining me. We got about 5 more minutes, but I want to read some comments. I want somebody to direct me, please, to a YouTube page. Wanda, if you listening, direct me to where we've had to say, Letitia, girl, you so strong. Oh my God, everybody coming after you because we haven't. Yes, there has been rumors about if Marceau was cheating or not. But as I pointed out time after time after time, those rumors started from Martell Hope. And the rumors have continued from Martell's bird. So if Tisha has had to be strong because of that, they need to direct that to these two. I've said it, I continue to say it. But we haven't had to come out and support them in this way because they've already had support. When it comes to the Scotts, it's four of them that are a part of the main cast. And then there was at one point Wand. So they straight. Then when it comes to Stormy, she on the show started off as Mel's friend at one point before the show. Somehow, my opinion only, jumped on a bandwagon child. And as she say, ops or whatever you want to call them, what we saw was you didn't have that same energy that you did before the show when it comes to Mel. Y'all was calling each other sisters and everything else. But not only did we have Stormy on Love and Marriage Huntsville, then we had her mom, Betty. The mouthpieces, if you will. Betty, Wanda, and Wanda is in addition to the Scotts that's really one, and is one too many. I've been saying that it's one too many of the Scotts. And all of them jumped on his bandwagon. Jumped on his bandwagon. How many times do we have to talk about? We have never seen them really outright support Mel. Look, I understand. I understand what you going through, Mel. Even though if it's not happening in my marriage, I could imagine how hurtful that is. I could imagine how you feel with this bird coming out telling every damn thing. We've never seen it on the show. And if I missed that, somebody direct it to me, please. But here was an example of Mr. Martell letting loose. Yes, they picked him up and took him out the house and all of this, but did anybody, Maurice in the background, Lewis in the background, did anybody say, look, dude, calm down. Leave her alone, man. Y'all divorced. Why you yelling at her like that? That's a lady. That's a woman. Is it me? Is it me? Somebody. I believe this screenshot was taken from Wanda minding some business that wasn't hers. Talking about them Eminem kids and all of that. Have we seen Tisha? Not really. I do remember the scene of Tisha and Marceau when they met Wanda at the park. That's right before they let Wanda go from Love and Marriage Huntsville, trying to tell her in a very nice way. And look, that's her mama. So that's the only way that it should be. That's her mama. But was it done before that? Absolutely not. Have we seen Tisha get on the show and say, my mama been cutting up on social media when it comes to Mel, and I wish she would stop? Nope. Kimmy, crickets. I don't hear nothing. Martell tried to, at one point, um, confront Wanda. I will give it to Martell when it comes to what I saw as protection at that relaunching. But we heard Destiny. I know where the bones are buried. You know what I mean? And in spite of that, she has had to, I don't want nobody to get it twisted, had to remain strong. Yes, it's in her. Different type of mamas when it comes to Miss Van and it comes to Betty and Wanda. Different type of mothers on the show. Because even when Destiny was disrespectful to Mel's mama, Destiny number one knew what to do. She did it after Mel had turned that corner, child, stuck her head out and whispered the disrespectfulness to Miss Van. But even then, Miss Van didn't get ghetto. She say she don't do ghetto. She didn't get ghetto. So look, I'm tired. I want to rest my shoulders for Mel. I'm tired. Yes, yes. Kudos to all of us that have had to be strong. But damn, can we be weak one day? Can I be vulnerable? Can I go around these ladies that's witnessed firsthand what I went through and just chill, have some fun, have some drinks, enjoy this once in a lifetime opportunity, enjoy being out of the country after being on this show for 7 damn years, and we finally able to take a trip outside. Can I just relax? Can I not be as strong? No, no. And it's a damn shame. It really, really is. So I was a little triggered by strong because look, even myself would love to not be as strong as I am. But if I haven't been, had not have been as strong as I am, God knows where I would be in jail, in somebody's crazy house, or something. And I feel the same when it comes to Mel. And that's what they wanted to see. That's what they wanted to see. They don't want to see strong, guys. They want to take her support so she can be all by herself. They want her to come out here and check grown people. Look, when I said I'm going live today, I ain't say, let me send Mel a DM on Instagram. Mel, I'm about to go live. And I'm going to say what you want me to say. Mel, all of this is me and how I feel. They want her support gone. So I'm taking bets. I told you guys, I'm taking bets. I can guarantee after, and I'm out of here. I gotta go. After Tisha says Stormy be popping pills, after Tisha said everybody in Huntsville talking about Stormy, after Tisha says Stormy owes every damn body. Tisha said that. I can bet money that it was Stormy that had the smoke for Mel and nothing, zero for Tisha. So we're going to chat about it in our members onlys. When it comes to me coming live, the majority of the lives we'll have some specials. Majority will be power hours. Once a week, I may do where I'll have a panel, but I gotta amp up members only because we gotta let loose lounge, and we gearing up to let loose. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. As far as them thinking that even if they are going off about people supporting Mel, we got to ask again, why? Where did we come from and why? Everybody started the show at the same time. Where did we come for and why? And the reason why is because they wanted her out there by herself, going through that mess with Martell, going through that mess with Coleslaw, going through the shadiness that they started showing her, going through it all. That's what they wanted. And that's what they think is going to happen. But it's too late for that. It's too late for that. We here. We going to support her. And it's just not going to be a gang up session. That's my word, because that's what I think it's been. A gang up session. I'll end it with this. Marceau, if you're listening, Wanda, if you're listening, Tisha, any Scott, have you guys come out and said anything to Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? We waiting. We want you guys to come out and denounce his behavior, because I think that that's what you all want Mel to do. Denounce the behavior of her mellometers or her supporters. Denounce that. Y'all wrong. Don't say that. Don't. And I'm still waiting for them to come out and say that about that perv, because that's what he is. That's what he is. So shout out to Mel for being strong. But I know, sis, it would be nice. Regina, you already over there. I haven't been live on Patreon yet. Haven't been live yet, but Patreon and members only will be the same. So if you are a Cutie Crew member, then you will see the lives that'll be on Patreon. But I saw you over there, Regina. I saw a comment from you, I believe. I believe. But yeah, shout out to Mel for being strong. We just wish it didn't have to be as strong. If that's the thing, could you not be as strong? Can I chill? Can I let my guards down? Hell to the no. Not with these people. And not with the puppeteer. Ooh, child, that's one Simon. Not with the puppeteer. Not with the puppet master that's orchestrating, in my opinion only, everything. But look, my hour is up. You guys know Mimosas with Mel is this coming Saturday, March 30th. I've seen a lot of people that's going. Wish I could, but I cannot. But let's continue to support our girl. And I think with that support, she's able to woosah just a little bit. So I apologize. I was not able to touch on you all's comments like I really, really like to. But thank you for being here. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to those watching from the bushes. And if you haven't already, please make sure to hit the like button on your way out. Double check and make sure that you are subscribed to the Cutie Crew. We'll have us a impromptu members only live tomorrow to discuss all of this. Tomorrow. But love you guys. Shout out to the 1K plus that were watching. Shout out to the content creators. Shout out to the Cutie Crew. Shout out to the Cutie Mods. And shout out to Shanita Foster and Lauren holding Mel down. Now we know why they were there. A mess. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Love you again. Thank you for joining me for this power hour, and I will chat with you soon. Ciao. That's not the one I'm looking for. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.